Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk empath, and I just like having these little talks and the way I feel about things. And my hair is wild today. It's getting so big. I'm trying to grow it out. It's really ego deflator for me because it's just all kinds of wild, and I got no control over it. And I just feel unkempt no matter what I do. So it's gonna be bandanas until it can all go back into a ponytail. Then that'll be a glorious day for me. Anyway. It's not so bad. It's just kind of irksome more than anything. I don't look at it. Most it irks me is when I do the videos, because that's when I can see it. Otherwise, freaking, I don't care. I don't see nothing all day. I don't see it all day long. Anyway, outside with the DOGs. It's a freaking beautiful evening, lovely evening. Got the sun coming through the trees and the BRT. It's my view when I look out. Just took the neighbor's garbage out. Tuck! Puppy mill mentality. Gross. Anyway, let's see. There's a lot of freaking still more the fear. It's not my fear. I went out today and it was kind of nice. I went out early this morning and there's freaking parking lots were empty at the grocery store and the laundromat. I didn't go to the grocery store, but I went walking over to Rite Aid and the supermarket while I was waiting for my clothes in the dryer to get some hand sanitizer for a friend, and they're all sold out. And it's just like, those are the people that are going to perish. Those are the people that are going to be freaking, and maybe not. I'm not going to say, oh, you take all the hand sanitizer, you're freaking, you're going to get the coronavirus and die because you're a selfish bastard. No, that is not what I am saying. What I am saying is, it is that mentality, fear, lack, freaking out, hoarding, take it all for yourself. Is what is going to make people perish early, die early, or live a freaking really fearful existence, man. Stress kills people. People don't understand how much stress manifests in people's physical outcomes, no matter how hard you tell how much you tell yourself. Often, many times a day, you tell yourself, oh, it's okay, life is wonderful, life's okay. There's always circumstances that happen that don't make you feel that way, that contradict those words that you're telling to yourself, the narrative, because there's always people around that freaking how people are snapping. They're shorting out. They're snapping, They're freaking losing their marbles. And they don't even know they're losing their marbles. And I'm just like, oh, there goes another one. They're shorting out because they're not rectifying the energy within them. And they're not equating them to potential of electricity and emotions and level of vibration. They're not making that connection. So they're literally shorting out. They're not, because they've stuffed, because so many people for so long have just ignored terrible freaking instances, things that happened when they were young. Shit happens, man. People are freaking gross and pervy. More than they are. That's why there's homeless people everywhere, but Pornhub is a billion-dollar industry, and politics, these made-up entities that people just throw money into, but there's a percentage of the population of people that deserve to live on the streets. That is the insanity. The insanity's at the top. The withholders. I can't remember the word right now, but it's plain wicked, and this is the stuff that's all coming out. Hey, I don't judge people for how they are, because I've been freaking, I've done things that I'm not proud of in this lifetime. I've tried to make amends for them and live different, but I'm sure that there's things in previous incarnations. I'm sure I've killed people in previous incarnations. Our spirits do everything. Everybody does everything. That's why it's stupid to judge people for things that they're doing, because at some point in some incarnation, you've done it too, ass. You spot it, you got it. And the more you hate it, the more you probably delved into that vibration, So now's the time to give people a break and a chance. And I'm saying this to me too, because I'm Heyoka and I out-ass the asses. There's a lot of them. But hey, my thing is, if you're cool to me, I'll be cool to you, But There's a lot of people that aren't cool. It doesn't matter about age, gender. There's just people that like to make other people feel bad. It's a low vibrational frequency. It's like, I should run and let the dog in. Tuck! Come on, let's go. When I think about it, it's like, I'll tell the Puffy coat story. Okay? Now, I'm pretty pragmatic. I research, I look into things. It was about 7-8 years ago. I still live in Nebraska. I went to buy a coat. And there are these coats, one here and there, not very sporadic, and they're the puffy coats. And I was like, picked one up, and I was like, I kind of want a puffy coat. And then I thought about it. Well, growing up, and the people, how they treated me that wore puffy coats, here and there. Because there's one in every class. It's like the class clown, somebody's all, they've been around since the 70s, probably before, but anyway. Now I got a version of one that is not a puffy coat, but it could fall into that category, but it's not. And the reason why I didn't get the coat is because of the way people behaved that wore coats like that. So I didn't even get it, right? Now 7-8 years later, freaking puffy coat explosion. Everywhere I look, there's people with puffy coats. And I'm just like, it's the vibration of the frequency. And vibe, it expands. That's how trends get set. One person likes something, they identify it, ooh, they start doing it, and then before you know it, you have all these people that are acting the same. And then if anybody has any kind of contrary thought or idea, they are a threat. And the thing of it is we live in a freaking multi-universe reality, is what it is. And people are starting to wake up to that, but their logical mind is not resonating with, it's not calibrating really good with the new ideas. So the tighter that people are hanging on to their old ideas, they're the quicker they're gonna freaking start expelling and start shorting out, and just, we're gonna see more and more shootings. And it's because people gotta have the right to have their guns. Don't take the guns. Oh, for God's sake, whatever you do, don't take the guns. You could just not be a dick and need guns, but whatever, keep your guns. They're gonna start misfiring, and people made a bunch of guns with freaking plastic parts with 3D printers. They're gonna start. This is just like consequence. The consequence of people's actions is coming in, because the cycles in astrology have said de-greed, and society just gets more and more greedy. So universe is going, you had your chance, you're not listening. When I was a little girl, I worried about everything, living next to volcanoes, and I was just a nervous little wreck. I was always thinking about like escape routes and contingent plans and things like that. And it's kind of in me. And so when I was growing up, but now a lot of the fears that I have become the fears and the reality of people's situations now. So more people are stepping into the reality of what were just ideas. And welcome to the idea of collective consciousness. If you've been afraid of it, you've lived it. If you've, whether maybe you haven't lived it yet, but you have lived it. You've had that experience, and the vibration and emotions are related to that. So that's why everybody's getting triggered. Now they just got to go back and see where the connection is made, and break the connection and resolve that pain or whatever. So anyway, here's a dog coming, and I think that's about all I got for now. Benny's over here. There's another stupid, so many people walk their dog on this street. It's so annoying, because there's parks all over the place, but it's their right and their freedom to be freaking evasive dicks. you know. Yep. Anyway, but more will be revealed. Here come the birds. I'm gonna go get the cat. He loves this time of evening. Hope you have a rad evening. Peace.